What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now I've just got back from the fish shop and I've got some new fish. I was sort of hesitating, what should I do today? It's Saturday afternoon, should I go out, should I not? I quickly went to a fish shop just up the road, about 10 minutes away from me, had a look at their stock and stuff. So I've just come back with a couple of new bits for this tank here, and then some new shrimp for the Fleeble Flex over there, which I had on offer, which I couldn't resist. So let's turn the lights on these tanks and get the fish in the bags, and I'll show you what I got. That's better, you can actually see in the tanks now. So these lights normally come on about 3 o'clock, it's only like 2:30 now, so the lights aren't on. But I've turned them on for this video so you can see what I'm doing. So there's nothing going in this tank today. I'm still having an eye on what to put in this tank, and that was on my last video, what we're going to do with this. But I've just got a couple of little bits for this tank here, because I'm having a little bit of problems with, what's it called, sort of stuff sitting on the bottom. Most of my tanks, well this tank hasn't actually got bottom feeders, but this one has, that one has, this one actually has a few bottom feeders, like Corries. But I've got clown roaches in all these tanks, and they keep the bottom pristine. But this sand bed in here keeps getting a little bit mucky here and there. And it's obviously, I've got a fair few fish floating about, and there's not a lot of bottom feeders going on. So what I've gone out today, I've got some bits. Let me show you what I've picked up. So in here, what we've got in here. So in here, there's a full bag of water there, which is not good. And here's some big Corries I've just picked up here. You can see them in the bag. I'm going to just put this down on here, and put a towel on it, because they haven't double bagged this for some reason. So I've got some big Corries. I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember the name of them now. There's so many different types of Corries, but they're quite big, and they should do a fantastic job at cleaning up this tank. And this tank temperature stays at 24, 25, so it's not too warm for the Corries, because they don't like to be in like 27 and 28 degrees temperatures. Well, there's probably species out there that do like to, but normally they don't. Look how much water's in that bag. Go and empty that side. Right, so what else did I get? Let's have a look. Can't actually remember now. So I've got myself some Endler guppies, because they were on offer in the shop as well. I don't know what it is at the moment, but I've been to all these, well I haven't been to a lot of shops lately, but every shop I go to, the fish prices have gone through the roof. You know, I just went there, and a clown roach is like 16 quid for a tiny little clown roach like that. I remember when they used to be like 6 or 7 quid. Everything's gone through the roof. It's so annoying, because I wanted to get some more clown roaches today, but I'm not paying that for them. But I've got some Endler guppies which are here. Obviously I've got tons and tons of guppies in this tank as it is, but I've got no Endlers, so I'm going to bang these in there as well. Right, so they're acclimating nicely in there. I'm not going to put Matey's water in my tank, because I don't want to put his water in my tank, so I'm going to net the fish out in a bucket, put a net over the bucket, and basically just pour the bag into it. But let's have a look at what I've got in here. Now these ones I might have to pour straight in the tank. I've got some tiny little shrimp. I don't know if the camera's going to pick them up. Some tiny little yellow shrimp in here. Yeah, you can just about see them, which I'm going to be putting in this tank here. Now I've got some cherry barbs in this tank here, so I don't know how well these are going to do, but I've got tons and tons of Java moss, so they should just hide away. I'll keep an eye on them. If not, I can all set up one of the little tanks I've got set up in here and put a sponge fit on it for today. But let's get these all acclimated to this tank, and then we can start adding them. So let's give it 10-15 minutes. I'll go and make a cup of tea or something, and come back, and well actually Saturday I might open a beer. So come back and have a look what's going on. Now I've just come back inside to get myself a beer to wait for the fish to acclimate. And I've just walked in, obviously my arowana tank's behind me here, and I've just noticed they were all splashing about while there's a bit of commotion going on. And I thought, what's going on? And look what's on the wall there, look. There's a dragonfly. And obviously, it's their natural instinct to go for flies and stuff like that. So I think he was sort of messing about on top of the tank, and the arowanas are obviously trying to get him through the glass. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let them out, because I don't want them splashing about like there was. But just check them out, iron it up. I don't know if this camera's picking up them. Here you go, look. So you can see there's like 2 of them just ironing them up outside, look. Just flapping about in the glass there. There, look, see the blue base? Trying to get him, look. So yeah, that's their natural instinct to go for flies and things like that. But I don't want them to do it, because it's obviously splashing about. It's going to get all the fish overexcited, and it's not feeding time yet. So let's grab myself a beer, open up this door, let the dragonfly out. So it's been about 10 minutes now, 10-15 minutes or so. So let's start getting the fish out. I'll probably start with the Corries, bang them in this bucket here. and then I'll pour the guppies in there as well, and then basically just net them out, and then none of the water is going in my tank, so it keeps it all nice and fresh. This is actually due a water change tomorrow, which is good. So let's get all the fish out and put them in the bucket. So some really big cories. Let us know what in the comments below what cories these actually are. So they're not massively clued up on cories. I used to keep loads and loads of them. I've got peppermint cories in there now, but yeah, let us know what one of these are. So this is them here. They've got like sort of speckles all over them. They're quite cool. They're actually quite big fish. They're going to look quite big in this 4-foot tank. Right, let's get myself a net and start putting them in. They're very similar to a laser cory. I'm not going to sort of touch them because they've got their barbs there. But they're very similar to a laser cory, but they've got speckles as well. Okay, so that's the cories in. Let me do a bit of zooming in for you and actually show you which ones they are. So that's probably a better view for you. So I added 3 of these cories, so I don't know what type they are. There's actually a big one at the back there as well. So yeah, let us know what type they are, because they did say in the shop, but I'm terrible at reading things. I read things and it just literally goes over the top of my head. I don't listen to anyone, so I just sort of, yeah, things just go over the top of my head. And there's another one just there on that rock there. So we've just got to get the end of the guppies out now. There's actually a baby one in the, no, he's not in the bag. He's actually hanging outside the bag, looking at them. So there's 5 endler guppies to add in here. So yeah, the tank should look pretty cool once I've added all these fish. There's obviously quite a few fish in here. Now I'll probably get some hate now saying, oh, you've definitely overstocked this tank. Apparently I've overstocked all my tanks. That's all from the fish police as always. But I don't really care what you think, because I do loads of maintenance. So basically you can go and do one. But let's get these endler guppies out and then see what the tank looks like. Give it a white round, see what it looks like after. Now guppies got to be the most dumbest fish you can keep. They've literally just swum into there, all 5 of them. So they're going straight in. Right, so that's all 5 the guppies added in there, and then the 3 corridors added. So you can see some of the guppies there. There's the endler guppy at the back. Where's the other ones? There's another one down there, just on the sand bed. But yeah, I love these cories, it's so cool. That's how big they are, so you can see how big they are against my hand there. So the big old fish for a cory, but beautiful colours on them. So I'm hoping they're going to do a really good job just going around cleaning all the sand bed up. There's one of the panda cories at the back there, which are really cool cories, but they're just a bit too small. They don't really do a massive job at cleaning up. But these guys here, they should do a bit of a better job of cleaning up. So it's water change day tomorrow for this tank. Obviously you can see the water levels come down this much. This is how much I lose in about, well, 7 days. The water change day every 7 days. So yeah, to be a top up tomorrow as well. Wipe round, getting all the calcium off the glass here. Look, you can see the calcium coming off them now. Basically just give it maintenance. I might even clean out the 407 tomorrow and do a video on that, because I haven't done a video on how well this is filtering the tank. But that's that tank all done for today. Now we've got to now add the shrimp, which are in here. So I'm going to do the same procedure, basically put them in the bucket, net them out. I'll actually show you on the camera what shrimp they are. I've forgotten what they're called, the yellow shrimp. You lot will probably know what they're called, because I'm not too clued up on shrimp either. I'm basically clued up on all monster fish, not really on all little fish and little shrimps and things like that. But I love all sort of aspects of the hobby. So yeah, let's get these out, put them in the bucket and then put them in the tank. And they should go and hide themselves in all this Java moss here. So that's the shrimp added. There's a couple of them there, just chilling out in the Java moss. Don't know where the other one's gone. It's around the back somewhere. But I'm hoping they're going to be alright, because obviously I've got a better fish in here. I've got the barbs, but yeah, I don't really know if I'm honest with you. There's a lot of hiding places. But I'll keep an eye tonight, see what happens. If anything happens, any sort of aggression, Hope they'll be alright, and then if I see anything, I'll set up I've got a little 25 litre tank down there. I've got about 4 or 5 of them I can set up, and just put some Java moss in there for them, just to let them chill out, because I might actually start doing a bit of shrimp keeping as well, because I do like the look of these shrimp. And the fish shop I've just been to had quite a few different colours, blues and white and reds and all sorts of colours. I can't remember the names of them, terrible names like I said earlier, but yeah, really cool things to keep. So I'm hoping to do fine. You see a cherry bar, sort of going to check one of them out. But like I said, there's loads and loads of hiding places in this tank. It's just been overtaken by this Java moss. But that's the video done. That's them added, and that's the fish added in here. That Cory hasn't moved at all, still sat there. He's probably a bit shocked. He's been sitting in the bag for the last 20 minutes, hasn't he? But yeah, this tank's looking really cool. Love the look of it. Let us know what you think of the stock, what I've just put in here. And like I said, I've done a video last night on this tank here with the 2 big Oscars and some of the Malawi random cichlids I've got in here. Now, when I was in the shop a minute ago, there was a massive jag with cichlids. I used to keep a huge jag male years ago, and he was just tearing into a load of my Oscars all the time. He actually killed 3 of my Oscars. It was just such an aggressive fish, and I gave him away to a shop, and I really regret giving him away, because he was probably the same. He was actually bigger than one of these Oscars here, and these are massive Oscars. But he was just such an aggressive fish, and basically I needed a tank like this to keep him in on his own, or with a female or whatever, you know, or with, I don't know, maybe with a couple of arowanas or whatever. He just didn't like to get on with like fish, so the same sort of size, if you know what I mean, the same sort of roundness of these sort of Oscars, you know. He didn't like to sit, he liked to be with fish like arowanas, or sort of different, oh, what's the word? Different shapes to him, basically. So I really regret getting rid of him. But there was a massive jaguar in the shop I just went to, and on the way back I was thinking, oh man, I should have bought him. But if I would have put him in here with these 2 now, these 2 probably would have killed him, or he would have ganged up on these 2 and probably would have done one of my Oscars in, or probably both of them, like happened years ago. But this tank, I'm probably going to get myself a stingray. I've been looking last night. I did put the feelers out on Instagram last night, if anyone's getting rid of anyone. So my mate messaged me on Lee Valley Aquatics. He said he's getting some bits coming in soon, so I'm going to hold fire on that and see what he got coming in. We do want to get some like really cool specimens. I want a couple of little little males, because I don't want the females because they get too big. But anyway, I'll stop going on, just chatting crap basically. But thanks for watching the video as always. Like and subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real everyone.